Welcome everyone to RMU Focus. My name is Casey Irwine and I will be joined shortly with my co-host Michael Deemer. But first, he is going to sit down with Paul Novelli, the brand manager for RMU. Take it away, Michael.
Thank you, Casey. Here I'm sitting down with Paul Novelli, the brands manager here at Robert Morris University. And Paul, introduce yourself. What exactly do you do here at the university?
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Michael. Really glad to be here. So, as the brand manager for Robert Morris University, I am managing all things brand, right? So, all of our social medias, all of our commercial, photography, videography, I have my hands in all of those things. So, I started here as the social media coordinator and, have worked my way up. So, I've been here about 2.5 years. I really love it. I love being around the environment, the students, the faculty. It's just a great community.
How exactly do you promote Robert Morris University? Obviously, it's a private university in suburban Pittsburgh compared to other bigger schools. How exactly do you promote a school like RMU?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I think I try to let this place sell itself. I try to capture the campus beauty, right, that we're always talking about. I lead with visuals. I try to have really high quality imagery and videography. I try to encapsulate student life around here. I really try to tell the story of who we are in the most authentic way while also being entertaining, right? While also giving people a sense of pride about where they go and, alumni, of course, looking back. I want them all to have that sort of sense of pride about Robert Morris University. I think I don't take this job lightly. I look at it as, although yes, it's just kind of pressing buttons and putting stuff out there, you really have a chance to, impact the student life, the alumni, sort of the whole perception of how people look at Robert Morris University. And like I said, I don't take that lightly. I'm very glad to have the job that I have. I love my job. I love getting to do the work that I do on a day in, day out basis. It can be a lot. It can be long nights. It can be stressing over what we're going to do next and how we're going to do it. But the people here are really fantastic. I love all the students. The community in general is just a really great place.
How exactly do you give a lens of the campus? Like, probably give us some examples, like the buildings on campus, the student life, obviously.
Yeah.
Give us some more examples.
Yeah, absolutely. So student events is a big thing that I try to cover. I like to think that we as a brand team can really sort of take those events to the next level. Like if just an example of an event coming up like Dodge the Dark by the Sport Management Association. Like, let's get a photographer there to get high quality images. Let's make sure that we're posting about it on the Instagram story so that people know about it ahead of time. Let's make sure we have somebody there for Instagram stories live to, kind of just bring more of that exciting atmosphere around the event. I think we can really enhance and elevate a lot of the student messages. That's something that I really enjoy doing. Of course, getting to go around this beautiful place and take photos is also amazing. Coming up with creative videos for our TikToks and Reels is really fun. And I also love delving into student stories, finding out more about who you guys are and what you do and what excites you, because the whole message of Unstoppable to me is brought out by the students. It's brought out by your guys' work ethic. It's brought out by your can-do attitudes and your spirit. So I love learning more about students and their stories and their backgrounds. And so I love sharing that as well and seeing people be excited to see themselves and their friends on socials.
We'll talk about you for a second. To be a brands manager, you kind of need to have some sort of creative mind. Talk about that creative mind of yours. What do you offer, I guess?
Yeah, so, I'm always, I think I'm a very good listener when it comes to social media and what's out there and what's trending. And I think you have to be that. I think you have to be in tune to what people want to see. It's one thing for me to have an opinion on what I like and what I think is good, but what I'm really interested in is what does our audience want to see. And that's something that keeps me motivated to never settle in terms of what I think is good. I'm always looking for what's next. And in a realm of social media and branding, I think it's ever changing. You know, I couldn't have told you that 2 years ago TikTok would necessarily be where it is, or Reels or short form video, but you have to keep up with the times. You have to keep up with what people are interested in, and that's something I take a lot of pride in, and you know, I'm always scrolling and looking for ideas. So if you have any, hit me up, social@rmu.edu. Just text me your TikTok ideas, all right?
Pretty quickly here, trying to wrap this up a little bit. We saw that on Groundhog Day, we saw the TikTok of that, I guess cursed TikTok. Take me through your mind about that.
Oh my gosh, I think I'm getting a little unhinged now that I've been doing this for like 2.5 years. I just think that when you can speak to your audience in a way that connects with them, it's really powerful. And I think people like seeing that kind of silly, fun, humorous content. So mixing it in with those high quality images and then having that sort of fun, spirited nature of it, I think that's what social media, that's part of it, what can be great about it. So I love making that stuff, man. I love making people laugh.
It's good to make people laugh. Paul, thank you so much for being on RMU Focus. And
thanks, Michael.
And yeah, we're gonna head to commercial break, see what's going on in the city of Pittsburgh right after this. Thank you so much.
Dude, thanks, man.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier. Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off. I could not have done it alone. I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
You told me not to talk to strangers. You told me not to cross the street without looking both ways.
You told me not to touch the stove.
You told me not to do drugs.
You told me not to drink and drive.
You gave me so many messages about how to stay safe. Why didn't you keep me safe by properly storing your gun?
Welcome back to RMU Focus, everyone. Let's jump right into what's going on around campus next week. This is my emotional support water bottle, and I think I've decorated it pretty nice. I have the Bobby Moe sticker the university sent me when I got accepted to be in debt. I have a don't bottle it up sticker if you're feeling a lot of emotions. Don't bottle up those feelings. Go play Fortnite. And then, of course, all the character it has from dropping it down flights of stairs, of course. If you think you can make your water bottle look better than mine, then make sure to join Res Life on Monday at 5 p.m. for their Decorate Your Own Water Bottle event. Show your personality with your water bottle and impress everyone that looks at it when it inevitably crashes to the floor in class and makes an incredibly loud noise.
Stop by and raise money for the ALS by pieing a brother on Phi Delta Theta on Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. so you can find the brothers of Pi Delta Theta at the gazebo with whipped cream all over their face. It is only $3 for one pie and $5 for two, and if you buy two, you can get a free can of Celsius while supplies last. So head over there and support a very good cause.
As a Celsius addict myself, I would definitely want to stop by that one. And do you want to leave a lasting impact on the basement forever? Do you want to do it while bearing the weight of your entire organization on your shoulders? Then sign up for RMU Club for your RMU Club for the ceiling tile painting project taking place on Wednesday from noon until 5. Show off your organization for all to see. Any organization that RSVPs gets to paint a ceiling tile to be displayed in the basement. There is only one sign-up per organization, and when you RSVP, please submit your proposed design. Materials will be provided. If you think your artistic skills are enough to not embarrass your organization for years to come, then this event is definitely for you.
Join in the one and only Madam President, Dr. Michelle Patrick, for a meet and greet. You can meet the president of Robert Morris and have a little chit-chat. The first female president of the university will pencil you down on Thursday between noon and 1 on the 26th. You can talk to Dr. Patrick on what's on your mind and about RMU's future in her president's office. There will be food and provided and a very special gift for you.
I would cherish a gift from Michelle Patrick. And now it's that time again. RMU Theater is performing in their spring show, Heathers, next weekend at the Colonial Theater at Massey Gardens. Think of those cliques in high school you remember put on steroids. The show is based on the movie starred by Stranger Things star Winona Ryder in 1989. Opening night is Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. and can be seen Friday and Saturday at the same time, and a Sunday matinee at 2. By the way, tickets are $10 if you are a student. Dang, dang, diggity, dang, that is a good deal. Now we're going to toss it over to Jaden Barker to hear some of her RMU sports predictions. Jaden, what do you got?
Thanks, guys. Let's jump right into Bobby Mo Sports. The men's basketball team faces the Wright State Raiders this Saturday, February 17th at 1 p.m. The Colonials currently stand at a record of 10-16. My player to watch for this game has to be Marquise Hastings. He scored 548 points and grabbed 585 rebounds in 4 seasons at the NCAA Division I level. I think the Colonials will come out on top this Saturday with a final score of 94-82. The following week is when the men's basketball team faces the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, who have a 17-10 overall record with a 12-4 conference record. My player to watch for this game is Josh Corbin. He came up big when the Colonials faced Youngstown State on Wednesday with a total of 26 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Unfortunately, I do not think the Colonials will defeat the Golden Grizzlies. I believe the final score will be 94-78. Moving into women's basketball, the team faces the IUPUI Jaguars on Sunday, February 18th. My player to watch for this game is Micah Odell. During her school career, she was awarded Most Valuable Player of the Year as she averaged 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. I believe the Colonials will come out on top this game with a final score of 66-48. That is all I have for this week. Now let's send it back over to Josh and Michael.
Thank you, Jaden. Your predictions are insightful as always.
Unfortunately, she couldn't get my name right. How disappointing
I know,
to see.
right?
But coming up next, we'll see what events Pittsburgh has to offer in the upcoming days. So stay tuned here on RMU Focus.
Chance high five. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother
I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. Why? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Stem is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM.
Welcome back, everyone, to RMU Focus. Now, you'll be happy you stuck around the Berg and have a lot of fun events coming up. Some of you will have you scratching your head and marking your calendars at the same time. Drake is coming to Pittsburgh. That's right, Drizzy, Champagne Poppy, Aubrey Graham, whatever you want to call him, the Canadian rapper is performing at the PPG Paints Arena in downtown Pittsburgh. Apart from its All a Blur, Big as the What tour with J. Cole, the Pittsburgh show is tonight at 8 p.m., so you better go 0 to 100 real quick to buy those tickets.
Now just hold on, Michael. There's one more tomorrow. I'm going to be there myself, actually. But one more thing tomorrow. Somebody told me the world is going to roll me. You know what I said in response? What if I just screw it in ball and just rave my life away? If you've ever had the same response and want to get down and swamp dirty while living that dream, then you've got to go to the Shrek rave at 9 p.m. tomorrow at the Roxy Theater. The name explains itself. It is a super live rave based all around the lovable ogre himself, Shrek. Come join many others for a filthy night you will never forget. This event is only for people 18 and over with a valid ID, so things will not be as PG as the Shrek movie itself. Head out for the fun rave, but please do not accept anything from strangers in the heat of the moment.
Just when you thought Mardi Gras was a celebration in the Big Easy, you are sorely mistaken. Yins can shake the beads and drink the beer right here in Pittsburgh. Join your fellow Yinsers at the Aslan, Pittsburgh tomorrow from 12 to 5 p.m. Party like you're on Bourbon Street and have some of your New Orleans-inspired food, activities for all your friends, and a brand new barrel-aged beer called King Baby. You don't want to miss it.
Have you ever thought that some of the runners on the road can be super annoying and pretentious? Now imagine if they were also drunk and borderline flashing you. Well, if that really grinds your gears, then you're a terrible person because this is all for a very good cause. For Cupid's Undie Run, thousands of undie runners in cities across the U.S. come together to support those affected by NF, a group of genetic conditions that cause tumors to grow on nerves throughout the body. It kicks off with drinking and dancing, then participants jog it out with a mile-ish run and end it all with an epic dance party. So pull out the special underwear you've been too nervous to show to your partner and wear it for a public run tomorrow at noon by McFadden's instead.
Wiz Khalifa, one of the most recognizable faces of music in the city of Pittsburgh. The hip-hop artist was at his peak in the mid to late 2000s with his single Black and Yellow, obviously synonymous with the city and all of Pittsburgh sports teams with their colors. His debut album, Rolling Papers in 2011, solidified his position in the hip-hop scene, featuring hits like, quote, On My Level and Roll Up. Wiz was known for having a love for marijuana, and his persona goes beyond just music, and has become a cultural icon effortlessly, blending his laid-back demeanor with a relentless work ethic. Beyond the studio, Wiz Khalifa has ventured into acting, entrepreneurship, and philanthropy, and his journey is a testament to the power of authenticity and perseverance with the face of challenges and multiple platinum-selling albums, a dedicated fan base, and a legacy that transcends music. Wiz Khalifa continues to influence and inspire, leaving an inevitable mark on a hip-hop and a popular culture.
Now, when we see you again, we take it to the streets of RMU to hear what furry friends fellow students would put into office. So stay tuned here on RMU Focus.
Heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
What are you doing in there?
What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
How prepared is your family if a hurricane shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a blizzard? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
Let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes.
Make a plan today.
Welcome back to RMU Focus. Since President's Day is coming up, our very own Taylor Roberts got the chance to talk to some RMU students and see what animals would have elect them into office. Take it away, Taylor.
Thank you, guys. On February 19th is President's Day, so today I'm asking RMU students if they could pick any animal in the world to be the President of the United States. Which animal would it be, and why? If you could pick any animal in the world to be the President of the United States, which animal would it be?
A dog, probably a golden retriever.
Why specifically a golden retriever?
Because they're so friendly, I feel like they'd be able to make a happy country.
That's so true. If you could pick any animal in the world to be the President of the United States, which animal would it be?
I would pick a dog, specifically a golden retriever, because they're outgoing and they are so nice, and I would listen to a golden retriever if they were the president.
Now, since everybody's saying golden retrievers, I just want to point out that there's a mayor in California that is a golden retriever. His name is Mayor Max. He's actually the third. If you could pick any animal other than a house pet to be the President of the United States, which animal would it be?
Taking a dolphin. They're pretty smart. Pretty cool as well. Would want a dolphin.
I feel like those speeches would be really funny to hear a dolphin just ah! If you could pick any animal in the world other than a house pet to be the President of the United States, which animal would it be?
Definitely a lion. They're a dominant specimen.
That's very true. I feel like we would have to change like the animals for like the political parties, like a lion and like a cat. Are you a big cat or a small cat? If you could pick any animal in the world other than a house pet to be the President of the United States, which animal would it be?
Probably like the bald eagle. It's patriotic. People get behind it.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. If you could pick any animal other than a house pet to be the President of the United States, which animal would it be?
A lion.
A lion?
Mm-hmm.
Why a lion?
Because they're scary.
I feel like we wouldn't follow somebody if they were scary, or would you?
I probably would.
If you could pick any animal in the world to be the President of the United States, which animal would it be?
I would have to do a gorilla.
Why a gorilla?
I think he has a strong, imposing figure. I don't think anyone will really question him. But I think he also has a nice, intelligent demeanor, so you'll know what you'll know what's the best for the country.
Absolutely, I totally agree with that. If you could pick any animal in the world to be the President of the United States, which animal would it be?
A tiger.
Why?
Because why not?
Aren't they like the top of the food chain too? They are in the jungle.
That's what I'm saying.
If you could pick any animal in the world to be the President of the United States, which animal would it be?
An elephant.
Why an elephant?
It's my favorite animal.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? What makes an elephant your favorite animal? Like, what is it about them?
I just think they're cute and they're smart.
They are cute, and also this works for politics because they are the Republican Party. They're their mascot. So could you imagine an elephant? You know what would be really funny? If they ran as a Democrat.
That's perfect.
They'd be like, oh, crap.
Thanks, Taylor. Those were definitely some unique answers and some even more odd reasoning. Personally, I think my cat, Keith, needs to be voted in office, but hey, to each their own.
That's going to go to our favorite U.S. presidents. I'm going to say John Quincy Adams, the 4th president of the United States. You may be asking, Deemer, what's so special about John Quincy Adams? The answer is not that much. If you were president of the USA, the leader of the free world, it would seem like a cool job, at least you would think. Not the good old John Quincy, by the way. Being called your middle name, kinda hard. But no, for real, John Quincy Adams hated his job, much like a lot of Americans, and went on record to say, quote, his being president was, quote, the 4 most miserable years of my life, and my 4 years was as president, end quote. I mean, speaking on behalf of all the American people, amen.
That's right, brother. And now for my favorite president in history, my choice should be very obvious. It is, of course, the coolest, the best looking, the smartest, the one, the only, me, of course.
Oh my.
That is right. My choice is RMU Radio President Casey Irwine. Can I please have the round of applause I deserve? Yeah, no, you love me. You love me, I know. You love me. I have brought glorious days that RMU Radio has never seen before. With my amazing radionomics, RMU Radio is for sure to be in a great position even after I am gone. Our radio shows can now reach smaller communities, and they can't get enough of it like a drug. I've been offering plenty of help to anyone running a show, and some of my members have even been complaining about the aids we offer being too much to handle. But I think I'm just going to ignore that for now. They're fine. Thank you to me for being the best president ever.
What a nice plug. Of course, he had to say himself. My What to Watch is the new Netflix documentary, The Sidemen Story. The 7-person British YouTube group share their story of how they met and the journey they have made to reach over 20 million subscribers. I've been a fan of JJ, Harry, Vic, Ethan, Simon, Josh, and Toby since I was 12 years old, watching them play FIFA in their bedroom. Now they get to host charity matches, play in hide and seek in exotic places, and have a cheap versus expensive holiday. And now have a Netflix documentary about them. I'm just super happy to see YouTubers have grown up to continue to grow their brand for as long and consistent as the Sidemen have.
There's chocolate, and there's chocolate. Only Wonka's makes your confidence skyrocket. And if you don't know what I'm referencing, my What to Watch is the recently released Wonka movie. It exploded at the box office as it just now finishes its run with $600 million made, and that's for very good reason. This movie is a prequel to the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory movie we all know and love, with acclaimed hottie actor Timothée Chalamet starring as Wonka himself. He puts on a fantastic performance, and this movie is a very fun musical with silly songs but a very moving plot. I have had the song stuck in my head for days, as you can see with how I started this, and if you go see it, I am sure you will too.
Now, Casey, I actually would have to go back to the John Quincy Adams thing. I have a correction to make. I said he was the 4th president. He actually was the 6th president. I do apologize.
See, that's why you should have just picked the best president there is, of course.
All right, for sure. Yeah.
Of course.
Had to self-plug himself.
It's not a self-plug.
RMU Radio has done a great job, though. I would have to admit to that.
Exactly. The radionomics are here, and they are here to fix everything.
The radionomics.
It's perfect.
For sure. I do have to see Wonka, though. Wonka does seem like a good movie. I never saw it in theaters.
Wonka's great. Let me tell you, the songs, I was told I wouldn't like it because it's a musical. I liked it because it was a musical. The songs, they're very silly, very funny, and it's just fun all around, and it's a great performance. It's just really, really good, really fun. Timothée Chalamet, I've never watched a movie of his before, but he was great. His voice was great. All the actors were great. It was funny. It was a little wacky, but yeah, they were literally killing people over chocolate.
Unbelievable. Well, for all people who upstairs and downstairs here at RMU Focus, I do want to say have a great weekend.